What is going on, everybody? This is Mike Hughes, and you are listening to the All Sports, All Plays Network. We are sitting here today with the man, the myth, the legend himself, the man with more titles than I got years on my life, O'Shea Jackson, a.k.a. Ice Cube, the leader of the Big Three. Ice, how are you feeling today?
I feel good. We a couple days from week one out here in Chicago, ready to go.
Man, we're here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Rob Scott as well. Rob Scott, how are you feeling today?
I have a legend to the left of me. You can't forget to add the senior to the name. His son is.
and the man looks just like him. It is insane. But right now, man, talking about Chicago, breaking it down, got to talk about the house that MJ built this year. You're at the United Center. What's that feel like? Obviously, growing up, 80s, 90s basketball is so huge in life. What's that been like?
Man, it's like going into a cathedral. You been watching this. I saw where they used to play. I think it was Chicago Stadium, and then to see them put that United Center up, and MJ with hit the lights and the music, and it was just larger than life. So to be able to bring the Big Three in that same building, it feels special. It feels like the league is right where it belongs at the top.
In year 6, before we let Rob take it over with all the amazing players added to this, year 6, from when you started, obviously you had the envision the entire time of what you thought it could be, but how impressed are you with how fast it's grown throughout the last 6 years?
Very impressed. We wanted to do something cool for the fans. Like, I used to hibernate during this time of year, for real. Like, after the finals, before NFL started, I'll be somewhere, you just wake me up in 2 or 3 months and I'll be ready to go. And now it's something cool to get into for the summer. It's 10 weeks, so every game count. And hopefully, a lot of people like me don't have to hibernate no more, and they can get involved with the Big Three until we finish in August, and then here come football.
I know, man, and we appreciate you. We want to tell you because I, like you, I went into hibernation around this time, waiting on football to start. But you talked about the impact of playing at the United Center. But let's not be modest here. Big Three is going international this year.
No doubt.
We're going to be at the O2 Arena in London. How does that make you feel to see this train known as the Big Three continuous momentum down this glorious path?
Well, we always envision this as a worldwide league. So we got a worldwide vision. 3-on-3 is actually bigger around the world in some places than 5-on-5,
Yes, sir.
especially Asia. So we know that there's a thirst and hunger for basketball at the highest level all over the world, and we want to show the world that we're a world player. And so to be able to go to London, they welcoming us with open arms, and we're just excited to be able to go and show them our championship game, and we got our all-star game. So they get a chance to see the cream of the crop of the league. And it's going to be a great day, August 26th.
That's going to be beautiful. Speaking of the cream of the crop, Clyde the Glide Drexel.
Yes.
Michael Cooper. George the Iceman Gervin. Lisa Leslie. Gary Payton to the legendary Dr. J. Julius Irvin. Can you describe the impact that these former NBA and WNBA legends have had on your league? This is your league, dude.
Yeah, it's the reason why we're here. Like, you don't come this far this fast without having a solid foundation. And I can come up and say I want to start a 3-on-3 professional league, and everybody be like, yeah, that's cool, Q. But when I walk in with Dr. J, when I walk in with the Iceman and Clyde the Glide and Rick Barry and Gary Payton, Lisa Leslie, it gives the league the weight.
Yes, sir.
And it gives us the foundation to build on top of. And so I'm grateful. And Dr. J hadn't missed a game in 5 years, it seemed like. So to be able to get him to give his all as a coach in this league, it's just I'm grateful to the point where I can't even explain it, because We wouldn't be here without having some of the greatest players that ever played the game endorse the Big Three.
And looking at that, obviously, if you look at the WNBA, a lot of people are looking at it. You hear the jokes, you hear people not making it, taking it seriously. I've been a reporter for them the last 3 years. I know how deep it can get at Wintrust Arena.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to get someone like Lisa Leslie on board to bring in that other genre and that other gender of it? And it's just such a huge fan base that's been growing from Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark in college basketball. Now you're looking at the Aces with the super team, bringing that side of it into the fold. How important was that for Big Three?
Very important. It's basketball. Either you can play or not. It has nothing to do with gender. Either you have the skills or you don't. I know guys who can't play worth a lick. So
You talking to one right
yeah. So you got to give credit where credit is due, and you got to salute the work that Lisa Leslie put in as a player. Now that she's putting it in as a coach. The work Nancy Lieberman has put in as a player and coach. We didn't pick them to check a box.
Right.
We picked them because they're Hall of Famers and that they know the game of basketball and they can communicate and teach anybody the game. So, we just want to get the best people to be a part of the league and Lisa Leslie and Nancy is part of that plan of just getting the best people we can find.
Right.
And we're grateful that they said yes to be coaches, and it proves our point because they both have won the championship. They both have won Coach of the Year, which is voted by the other coaches. So, they legit. We happy to have them a part of our league. We happy to be first to it. And we're showing that, all the other leagues, like, what you waiting for?
Yes,
I'm saying? We need some female head coaches in all these other leagues as well.
Before I throw it over to Rob, you talked about checking boxes. I'm loving what you're doing right now. No foul outs, first and foremost.
Yeah, no
Hand
foul outs.
checking is allowed.
Yes.
How important was that for you? Obviously, I asked you about growing up 80s, 90s basketball, bringing that style of basketball back. Yeah, obviously, the fans are loving it. The fans are eating it up. How important was that for you?
Very important. Sometimes you look at basketball today, and it's not the same sport that I recognize. Giving a guy a tech for trash talking, or giving somebody a mean mug after a dunk, or to me, it's ridiculous. It makes the players play bottled up. I wanted players to be themselves. They want to say something, say it. They want to get hot at a ref and say a few things. Say it, and keep it moving. And we've had no fights in our league because our guys are not bottled up. They're able to express themselves throughout the whole course of the game without any repercussions of techs or being thrown out. I love hand checking. I don't think you can really play good defense with this.
Right.
Whatever they make you do with that. You want to use your hands, your feet, and I like it a little rough in the paint. We want it to be a big boy game when you go in that paint. Not hacking, not fouling, not trying to hurt nobody, but not ticky-tack either.
Right.
We want them to bang.
Now, we know you're a busy man, and my last question to you, my good sir, I need your prediction for your 2023 champ. Now, we know Trilogy. They have been back-to-back champions, 3-time champion, coached by my boy, Captain Jack, Steve Jackson. Shout out to Showtime also, by the way. And also, we know now, to me, I think Gary Payne's team, what they got, Bivouac. I think that they are like the favorites to me. I like what they're doing, bringing in the Gerald Green. You got some guys over there now. So give me your prediction. What do you think? I know you're the owner. You might not want to be caught with tampering, but give me a prediction of what you think we're gonna see this 2023 season.
I mean, Trilogy, they're going for a three-peat.
Yes, sir.
So somebody knocked them off, they got to be the favorite. They won 2 in a row. They're coming back with the same squad.
Yes, sir.
And people got to fight to knock them off. I'm always looking at Tri-State and what they're doing. Bivouac, I think Joe Green having a year under his belt, even his brother, they understand what to expect, so they won't come out the gate slow this year. Enemies. I think they got a nice squad. They got Jordan Crawford over there. I think Trilogy got their hands. They got their hands cut out for them because I know people are actually coming after them this year. But they the favorites till somebody knock them off.
Me personally, I would just love to see Steven Jackson and Gary Payton in the battle of the wits in the finals, to see that trash talk, to see them players going, former players, now coaches going at it. I would love to see it, Q, but I won't lie to you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what's happening in London. We'll see if they'll make it.
100%.
Yeah.
Before we get you out of here, obviously we got a couple more things we got to go through, but I had one for you. Obviously, it's right on the whim, man. I don't mean to put you on blast. Obviously, Dr. J, Gary Payton, Lisa Leslie, the list goes on. Who's somebody you would like to see join Big Three at some point that you always loved watching the game?
Oh man,
player or coach?
Jamal Crawford. I think he get loose in the Big Three. Lou Williams. I think he get loose in the Big Three.
Just retired.
Yeah, he just retired.
Got some time.
He still got the legs though.
We have some lemon pepper wings.
Yes, sir.
And Dwight Howard. We love to see him play. Isaiah Thomas. We love to see them guys play. Some of these guys, are some of the best athletes. I don't know why they're not in the NBA. And maybe they can, come to the Big Three and show them that they need to put them back in the NBA. So we welcome, all the guys that want to play still. Some guys just want to retire. Some guys, they want to get fat and do all that stuff. But for the guys that really want to still play, why not play in the Big Three?
Why not?
Without
a doubt. Real quick, Q, if you could. I know you're so much better at it than I am, talking about prize picks and how important that's been for obviously the Big Three. Can you just let the people know where they can find that?
Shit, man. I believe it's prizepick.com. Prizepick.com. We're trying to do everything we can to give fans a better experience with the Big Three, to give them more reasons to care about, the outcomes of our games, and being with Prize Pick, it's just part of, providing a great summer sport, with all the trimmings that all the other sports have, fantasy. We want to get into gaming, we want to make sure that people can do everything they want to do with the Big Three to be able to enjoy it, maybe make a few dollars too.
Without a doubt. Right here, Cube said you'll make you rich if you bet on Big Three. But with that being said, we appreciate your time today.
Let's make sure we gotta make sure we plug. So for week 1, Big Three ownership and VIP event, come on down to the Marriott at 151 West Adams Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60603, where you can join some of the Big Three's very best for some drinks, for some bites, and get some good conversation in, and lead right back into the game on Sunday, June 25th at the United Center, baby. Chicago, let's come out and show Cube some love, baby. Cube, we appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, man. That's love.
Sure.
Much love, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports all plays.